After a while, it just keeps building up, just building up. You know, and you just like want to be like, okay. Hey, it's Lance McGowan here, and I wanted to share with you a message that I received on my private personal Facebook account about someone who got triggered. That's right, big surprise, right? No, she actually was watching one of my, Young Living and doTERRA videos, and felt the need to leave a rather long message. And I'm just going to read that off to you so you can, kind of see her side, but also kind of hear my side as well, and kind of think about all that. And here we go. Okay. And so I'm going to leave her name anonymous for privacy reasons. But yeah, she definitely went in on me. And this is part one. So there's actually, she wrote so much that I had to make 2 videos about this. So make sure to check out part 2 because it's going to be just as juicy. Okay, here we go. All right, so she says, I have just listened to a video you and your partner put up there on about Young Living and grammar. All you were doing was rubbishing Young Living, and that was your intention. It's interesting how people assume what my intentions are, whether I say them or I don't say them. It's like intentions are the one thing that you cannot know unless you ask or unless somebody tells it and then you hear it. But anyways, my intention is always to educate, to inspire, have fun, keep it real, right? Okay, let's continue. She says, why not tell all the good things Young Living has also done? I actually know the truth about how doTERRA started. Why don't you tell the public that? Well, technically I wouldn't be able to tell the truth that you know because that's what you know. I'd have to know that truth and then be able to tell that, you know what I'm saying. Anyways, I also know why they did not get the info to the courts in time. So she's acknowledging that they weren't able to do that. Yeah, that's right. I know the intention of doTERRA is to bring Young Living down. It was from the beginning and still is. I mean, when people make these claims, I'm always wondering, like, where's the facts? Where's the evidence to support this? Like how do you, here we go. All right, people just like saying stuff because it. I think she's venting. I think it's good to let stuff off your chest. I ain't mad at her. It's just, let's have more facts to support our statements. And not just facts that only support our statements, because that's called confirmation bias, where we just look for things that support our own agenda. I think it would be good to see objective, both sides. That's what I try to do, but I digress. Here we go. All right. She says, but now Gary has passed on. You really haven't got anyone to pull down unless you are now going to turn your venom onto his family. Woo! She is going in. I told you she was going in on me. Like, I mean, when people say these things, there's also a concept that I wanted to introduce to you, unless you're already familiar with it, but it's projection. And projection is basically when you're given something that you don't want to own, so you throw it right back at someone, even though it's clearly evidenced in your thoughts, words, or own behavior. The analogy I can think of is like you just got a flaming bag of poo delivered to your doorstep, and instead of stomping it out, smelling the badness, composting it or throwing it away, and washing your shoes off and taking care of all the nasty that comes with that, you just take it and you just hurl it back at the person that gave it to you. Now, we shouldn't be throwing poo at each other. I mean, that's what monkeys do at the zoo. But I'm just saying, like, it's important to deal with our own ish. How about that? And not try to throw it at other people. But at the same time, keep it real and tell the truth, especially when people are asking about this stuff. Because the main reason I created this stuff is because a lot of people ask me about the information. And there's been other YouTubers who are with doTERRA, who are with Young Living, who have commented on, like, hey, I don't, talk about controversial stuff. I just try to focus on my own company. And it's like, I did that. I tried that. And people just keep leaving comments based on hearsay and half-truths. And after a while, it just keeps building up, and you just like want to be like, okay, here's the truth. You want the truth? And that's kind of how I felt without the blood flow going to the head there. All right, so here we go. We'll continue. You can see I get distracted a lot on my little side stories. All right, here we go. I am very closely associated with Gary, Mary, and his sons. I know the truth and the whole truth about exactly what happened. She's been saying that a lot. I haven't seen a lot of evidence, but here we go. It makes me so sad to hear the half-truths you are presenting in your video, which are... never give specifics. In fact, it is disgusting. You even do not know the truth about the second child of Gary's that did not survive the water birth, which actually was mentioned in the doTERRA versus Young Living lawsuit videos that I did, so not sure what she's meaning there. But obviously, all you wanted to do was rubbish Gary, not Young Living, just Gary. No? Like, it really hurt me to listen to how you and your partner pretended you were just letting people know how terrible Young Living is for their own good. No, I never said that. No, never did that. I mean, that's also what I covered in one of my other videos, which is when people like hear something or see something, it goes through an interpretation process based on your childhood, based on your beliefs, based on a lot of things, and you can misinterpret something. Or you can misperceive something, and that is due to, again, own biases, own beliefs, own way that you see the information, and that can even be distorted if there is inaccurate information or incomplete information. And so that is, you know, I mean, she's kind of just venting, it sounds like here. But anyways, I'll continue to, almost done here, just kind of another little baby paragraph. I think it is about time Young Living did a video for the public to see about doTERRA in its beginning. But you know, they are not going to stoop so low to do that. Well, well, if you watched my videos on the doTERRA versus Young Living lawsuit, that clearly covered how the beginning was started and how everything went down. I'm not going to cover that now because that already got way covered, addressed, resolved. Anyways, more projection I'm seeing here, but I'll just say it anyway, just to kind of close things out. But it would be childish, case in point. It's like two kids throwing stones at each other in the school grounds. And that ends that Facebook private message on my personal account, which could have been left on my YouTube comments section of the video. But anyways, let's pray for her. Okay, let's pray that it's going to be better in part 2. And she just, you know, although I have it right here in front of me, and I'm going to tell you it ain't any better. But we going to pray for her after part 2 that it don't become a part 3. Let's pray for her. And let's, wow, dang. Part 2 is cray-cray right now. All right. People are entitled to their opinions, you know. I've said it once, I'll say it again, I'll keep saying it, you know, and can't please everyone. And yeah, I mean, not everyone is going to agree or even like what you do. And the reason why I'm even sharing this video with you is so you know what's going on behind the scenes, right? So you can kind of get more of an idea. And I think a lot of times people get discouraged with an essential oil company or with a network marketing company or MLM company or even their own business when they don't know how to handle certain situations. And this is a clear case of somebody clearly not liking either me or the message or the style or delivery. And I think it's so important to empower other people, whether you're with doTERRA or with Young Living or a network marketing or MLM company or just a startup or entrepreneur, that there's always going to be people who have objections or, you know, things that they don't like about you or your business or even your products. And it's so important to be able to understand where they're coming from, practice empathy, right? And to also be grateful of where you're at in the position of influence, whether that be with your clients, with your family, whoever it is, and try to take the high road. But at the same time, know that, like, my style is to keep it real and tell the truth. Like, I cover topics, you may notice it, you may not, but I try to cover topics that other YouTubers don't. Like, a lot of people that are on YouTube talking about doTERRA and others may just mostly focus on the benefits and uses of just doTERRA or just Young Living products or their kits or programs. And I've done that. Like, that's actually the majority of my content. But at the same time, I get questions, I get comments, I get private messages on Facebook, which should be for YouTube or email or something. But anyways, it's cool. It's cool. Hey, you know, people reach out in the way they feel most comfortable, and I do response videos based on what I feel most comfortable on too. So, but yeah, people are going to do what they want to do, and I think my point of trying to say that is just I just try to give you maybe what other people aren't, which is the real and real life situations, and maybe another way to handle it. Whether you do it or not, it's just another perspective. And I think one cannot get enough perspective. One cannot get enough information as it relates to how to perceive or have more self-awareness or handle objections. Because even if you know something, right, are you living it out? Okay, you're living it out. Are you teaching it? Okay, you're teaching it. Are the people that you've taught living it out? You know, like, how's that? And then are they teaching it, right? Like, so it's just like whatever principle it is, you know, hopefully it's good principles, right? You want to teach like honesty, responsibility, patience. I mean, these are character traits, but from a sales standpoint or business standpoint, like handling objections, you know, closing, you know, being able to teach and educate and really understand benefits and uses and features versus benefits and all that stuff and jams. But anyways, I'll close this by saying I think it's cool that she sent me, you know, a message. I would have preferred it be on YouTube, but it's cool, or email, and that's fine too. Because sometimes messages get lost. That's the reason why I say that. Sometimes because they're not a friend already, they, you know, Facebook or Instagram sometimes throws them off into this indirect message folder, which sometimes becomes a black hole. I mean, there was one person that I didn't respond to for like over a year because I was like, I didn't even know that they sent a message. So I was like, oops. And they asked me a good question too. I was like, ooh, I feel bad now. And there's some people that ask me a question and then like I marked it as read or something. I don't know where it went. It like disappeared, and I was like, and this wasn't like on Facebook or a Facebook page I have, and then it's just like, oops. So it's like, that's why I prefer email, because I definitely don't lose emails, and also on YouTube because I don't lose them on YouTube. So basically anything that Google makes, I'm really good at tracking. Facebook, I'm pretty good too, but just sometimes things get lost in the shuffle. All right, well, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on if you think she was in line, out of line, walking the line with regards to where she was coming from. Hit the like button if you did, hit subscribe for future video updates, and most importantly, check out the links in the description below so you can watch part 2 or just watch some of my other videos and keep the education and learning train on the go here. And I'll see you in the next video.